What's up, guys? I just wanted to pop in real quick, talk about a topic before I had a big extravaganza of a weekend because I won't be posting any videos for this weekend's fight night or anything like that because I'm going out, I'm going to party. You guys know how it is. We're going to have a big weekend. Happy Halloween. Should be dropping this Thursday morning. Happy Halloween. Guys, don't be boring. Go dress up. Fucking pass out candy if you're just going to stay at home or something, or go out to the bar, go party. Yeah, do something, man. Go get out and fucking go have fun, man. All right. Anyways, I just want to rant a little bit about this shit because there's been some narratives that have been pissing me off in the past month or so, or past week. You know, these things have just been kind of getting brought up, and these are the four narratives that have been bothering me the most, and it's just what I can. It's just what's on the back of my mind whenever I see stupid comments or stupid video titles and stupid shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of breaking this down. There's no specific order. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. The most annoying narrative I think to me right now is this whole heavyweight thing that John Jones runs through Stipe Miocic. This fight means nothing. This is a nothing fight, guys. Now, while I will agree with you, why the fuck is John Jones fighting Stipe Miocic? He should be fighting Tom Aspinall. If you were to just look at it in terms of how the division should be ran, you should fight your interim champ. You shouldn't have another option. But I hate to break it to you guys, this isn't a nothing fight. It's not a big nothing burger. It's not John Jones coming in here and running over Stipe Miocic. If that's what anybody thinks it is, I'm just going to let you guys know now. I'll do a deeper breakdown into this fight. It's not just a clean sweep for John Jones. He's coming off a big surgery, and, you know, Stipe's had a lot of time to prepare for this matchup and kind of study the footage of John. And if you've been watching Jones throughout the year, you guys know what matchups he has the most trouble with. It's predominantly guys that aren't specialists. It's guys that are well-rounded and that can fight anywhere. And when you're talking about well-rounded and can fight anywhere, that kind of sounds like Stipe Miocic. So I don't think it's going to be a run-through thing. I think Jones definitely has aged a ton since the last time we seen him out there against Cyril Gane, and he even looked aged out there. And this isn't going to be just somebody that he can walk through and isn't going to give any resistance. And really the only guys I see Stipe struggling with are guys with huge knockout power that could, you know, really trade with him on the feet. I don't see Jones doing that either. So, you know, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I don't think this thing is going to be as cut and dry as people are saying. So I'm actually quite interested in this fight. So this whole narrative that who cares about this fight doesn't matter, let's go ahead and throw that out the window. Let's enjoy it for what it is. This is a sick fight, and I think Stipe actually has a good chance. You know, people are probably calling it around 20 to 80. John Jones, oh, he just walks through him. Jones by whatever he wants. I'm looking more at like 45, 55 Jones. Yeah, I definitely think Jones is the favorite, but I wouldn't be shocked, man. I wouldn't be shocked if the old fireman gets it done. So yeah, that'd be pretty dope. But anyways, I hate that narrative. It's a cool fight. Stop bitching. Tom Aspinall, he doesn't need to fight either of these guys. We know exactly what would happen. That's more of a nothing fight to me than Jones versus Stipe. That's a way more interesting matchup to me. That might just be me. I know not a lot of people agree with that, but that's how I feel about that situation. So, topic number 2 that has been driving me crazy. The second narrative that has been talked about a ton recently, and it's really catching momentum, and I feel like we need to go ahead and put a halt to it now. Lighter man skill advantage. And people are using this lighter man skill advantage as evidence as to why people are going to win. It is the most nonsensical bullshit I've heard. The only thing, I know what people are trying to say when they say that. It's generally just, sorry, people are stomping around this house, man. It's generally just that people are used to a certain speed advantage and, you know, reaction times and whatever, and I guess that's what they mean by lighter man skill advantage. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around this. I know the technique. I mean, this is the people who generally say this have usually never fought or never done a combat sport. I'm not just talking like a street fight. That's bullshit. I'm talking like a combat sport, like wrestling, you know, boxing, anything like this, where you have weight classes. And this is something that every time when I was wrestling, I'd always have the lighter guys. Well, man, pound for pound, I'm better. It's not that. And my argument to that would be, you take prime John Jones and you take prime Demetrius Johnson, you put them in the same weight class. Like, let's say you buff up Demetrius Johnson and put him into that weight class, and you make his body huge and not the same speed. He's not as fast. He's obviously slowed down because he's got a bigger body. But Demetrius Johnson would get ran over. Same thing if you were to put him in like a heavyweight body, like him versus like a Cain Velasquez or something. He gets ran over still because the stuff that he would be trying to do and the techniques that he has learned and the way that he's gotten acclimated to his body moving would not be applicable in a heavyweight class, because the body mechanics and the mechanics of wrestling, scrambles, boxing, striking, everything is different when you're that size. And that's why just this whole lighter man skill advantage thing just kind of bugs me. And that's why you don't see triple champs as well. That's why you see people not jumping up 2 weight classes and going doing that, because the technique is different. So just because a guy might have like a bigger arsenal of technique or anything, it doesn't mean that his technique is necessarily better, because it's completely different per weight class. So the lighter man skill advantage thing is just stupid. The one thing I could see that I'd be more cool with people saying is a speed advantage. I would like it more if people said speed advantage, because that's really what you see. Hamzat going up a weight class, you see a speed advantage. Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje, you see a speed advantage. I don't really see a technique. I mean, I see a technique advantage, but it's everybody knows how to throw a punch. Everybody knows how to do this. It's more or less just matchups and styles, and then it's a speed advantage. So the lighter man skill thing needs to get thrown out of the window. If you've ever done a combat sport, it's just the most asinine shit I've ever heard. It doesn't make any sense. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. It's not too annoying. I've said it before. It's easier to say that than try to quantify attributes or quantify like matchups and whatnot. And it's hard enough to find evidence for MMA fights because they're so unpredictable. But yeah, let's just lay back on it. Let's not make it this common saying, okay? Let's take it a step back. Anyways, ranted on that too long. Third most annoying thing for me right now, Sean Strickland's next in line. Sean Strickland's getting the next title fight. He deserves it. How can we deny this guy? I could tell you how we could deny this guy. He lost to Jared Cannonier, got knocked out by Alex Pereira, split decision with Paulo Costa. I know it wasn't a real split decision, but you guys know what I mean. Split decision with Paulo Costa. A guy who hasn't beat Paulo Costa, man? The guy sucks. He's a bottom feeder in the division. I don't even know why he's top 10 anymore. He's fucking terrible. Get him out of there. Let's give the rightful title shot, and let's get a fun, fresh, new matchup. Let's get a new champ in there. Let's give somebody that like we're actually going to be sitting on the edge of our seat, like nervous. I know for that 308 card, I was on the edge of my seat, fucking. Like, I was sitting there, I was actually pulling the fly shit. Like, I was rubbing my hands together like a fucking fly the entire time, glued to the screen. Let's get more matchups like that, man. Like, let's get exciting fights. Sean Strickland goes in there, it's going to be a fucking war, man. And he just sits there at this stupid fucking Philly show and just teeps and throws a 1-2, and he's very defensively responsible. He's boring. It's not fun to watch, man. And apart from that, he doesn't deserve it. He beat Nasruddin Imanov, Abus, and then he got a lucky win where he had a lucky chance to go and fight Israel Adesanya, and he got that fight, and he won it. He had a great night. He was on his best, and Israel was at one of his worst performances ever, and that is what it is. Well, actually, it wasn't a bad performance by Israel. Israel looked good until he got cracked, and then he was in his own head. So I'd say, and that's by the doing of Sean Strickland. So that was a good performance by Strickland. It wasn't a bad. Izzy didn't look off. It was fine. He just got his ass whooped. That's great. Okay. But yeah, Sean Strickland is not next for the title shot. He lost. He didn't have any defenses. He shouldn't. Like, getting a win over Paulo Costa does not warrant you a title shot, bro. He hasn't done anything. Let's get Hamzat Chimaev in there. Huge win streak, beating goats of the sport. Get him the fuck in there. Fuck Sean Strickland. Have him go wait if he wants to wait and be this prima donna champion. Fuck him. I'm sick of him. I don't want to see his face anymore. He's starting to piss me off a little bit. He's annoying me. And I don't want to see him in the champ spot. Not saying Hamzat Chimaev wouldn't have his own problems, but that's a fun matchup. Hamzat and Dricus will talk shit. It'll be an entertaining fight regardless. Instead of watching another snooze 5-round fest, I don't care, man. Just Sean Strickland's next. You just get him out, man. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about this isn't really necessarily a narrative. It's more of like but it's putting an asterisk next to everybody's win. I kind of just did that with Israel Adesanya looking like shit, but nah, I'm serious. Volkanovski just came off a knockout loss. That win didn't even really count. It didn't. It's more or less the coping, but Max Holloway was cutting down a weight class. That it didn't even count. I mean, was he really? I mean, his chin was compromised before the fight. Volk's chin was compromised before the fight. I mean, yeah, Ilya got lucky. It wasn't even. It was just one lucky punch. We just stop putting an asterisk next to everybody's win. The only time this is acceptable, I'll give you guys a recent something that you guys can remember. Jeff Neal versus RDA. You could put an asterisk next to that. Still say Jeff Neal's whooping his ass on the feet, but then he didn't really get a knockout, right? Okay, the Rafael Fiziev versus Tejas Gamrot. Put an asterisk next to that. Okay, I'm sick of just saying, like, when you get a clean performance, a sick performance, and then you have these fucking copers come into the comment sections or whatever, and just, did it really count though? I mean, or always having to say, anytime they say, well, Ilya just knocked out, Max Holloway, but, he was cutting down a weight class, so we have to mention that. Or like the Weasel saying it, like, Volk was coming off of a KO loss, so we have to mention that. Dude, Volk looked fucking amazing. Max looked amazing. Most of these guys look amazing, and they just get outclassed and they get beat. Swallow the fucking pill and deal with it, man. Stop putting an asterisk next to everybody's. And I don't know how I'm gonna quote this, but yeah, it's the narrative that did that win really count, or was it really that impressive? That's the narrative I want to shake. So, yeah, I mean, those are really the four main things that are bothering me right now as an MMA fan. I'm sure I could think of more, but it's kind of all I got time for. Like I said, I gotta go in the morning. About to go take a 3-hour drive to Party Town, and we're gonna have a good weekend, man. So I'm excited. I'm glad I could at least drop something for you guys before I left. And once again, happy Halloween. Drop in the comment section below if you guys think there are any other narratives that bother you. If you guys disagree, I'm sure that first take I had will be pretty controversial. But other than that, hope you guys have a fun Halloween. Be safe and party it up, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one.